What's up, winners? So, with this podcast, the main theme is Meghan is intimidated. Just look, this is a random pause point, and just look at her face.
It was a time that we were all feeling very, very different in businesses, like just chasing growth and, trying to get as big as possible. But it feels to me like what you're trying to build isn't necessarily about that. You have a distinct product and a distinct offering that you're putting out into the world. And so you have to tinker with that.
Meghan looks like a kid who just dropped their ice cream. I'm being outdone. She's confident. She's talking. She knows what she's saying.
Get it just right. And you have to do things that you're really proud of.
Yes, incredibly proud of. And also when you're not trying to be trend-driven, there's a rush.
I just changed. Look at her face. That's like such a lying face. Like, like ridiculous. So when you're not trying to be trend driven like me, when you're not changing your entire life story several times a decade based on what's trendy, sometimes saying you're a rich LA girl, sometimes you're a victim who was raised by a single mom. Yeah, whatever, Meghan.
To jump on a trend. There is no rush if you're working towards something that could ultimately and hopefully become a heritage brand.
Yes.
What? The brand lasted 45 minutes and she quit it. How much time has she put into her businesses? What was her last one? I don't even remember that she tried to steal it from the royal family. I don't even remember. She had some other jam business before. She changes every week. Guys, please comment, hi, Leo. It helps the videos. It really does.
For what is like my personal aesthetic, I find it to be classic, timeless. There is a reason that I'm sure there was puff sleeves were cool and trendy for a moment. I didn't catch that trend. I wasn't doing that.
You were still in your white button down.
I was still in my crisp white button down and jeans. And so, when I look at the brand,
I am timeless, classic, genius, and beauty. That's me. My aesthetic is timeless. It's just, everyone knows it. That's why I have to tell everyone.
Same lens. I think it's really important to say then there isn't the same sense of urgency and rush because you're not trying to meet a moment. You're trying to meet something that can be evergreen.
Yeah, you're doing something that's that's classic and has tradition, and like you said, it's an evergreen proposition that's just going to keep growing and growing.
Yes.
Sounds like it will be a wonderful business.
Thank you.
A business for the long term.
Thank you.
What are you most proud of in your career?
Look at Meghan's death stare. This woman's like, Emma, sounds like it'll be business for a long term. Meghan's like, thank you. Look at, so she knows no one believes her.
What are you most proud of in your career when you think about everything that you've done today?
In my career?
Yeah.
In
your career and your business life, if you like.
Investing in myself. I'd spent so many years since we came over here really
investing in myself. Yeah, I'm the best. I'm investing. Like, what an ego. It's really, I don't even know what to say. Investing in myself, showing how great I am. I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Really, so weird and arrogant.
even prior to that, investing in the success of other women and their companies. I love being able to do that, as we talked about with fashion.
Investing in myself, other women too. I should say that.
And I loved being able to have a portfolio, female founders. But I do think it takes a little bit of courage to bet on yourself.
It takes courage to bet on yourself. She's saying, like, these are the sort of cliche things that reporters say to other people, right? Like, you're investing in yourself. It takes courage. Or it's like some scammer, self-help product seller. But these are things that, like, shady people say to other people, right? It's like fake selling a scam verbiage. But she says about herself, it takes courage to bet on yourself. I'm courageous. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, having this conversation in person with that goofy smile. Take courage. Like, I really can't imagine, like, if I was sitting there talking to someone, you just want to, like, throw your drink in their face.
And that's felt really good.
Not
Yeah,
saying
it really
never do
does.
that.
It really, really does.
Right.
What's the most surprising thing that you've learned about yourself as you've been like, you know, in this brand building moment of your life?
Right. And that, it was like, asked for the question. Megan's like, oh, about me. Thanks so much for asking. All right, guys, I'll see you later.